All right, guys, I'll put my email in the comments on this video just if it helps out, but I'll give away 3 t-shirts. The first 10 people to email me Big Red, I'll put your name in the hat, draw 3 names for Black Betty t-shirts. So emails in the comments, send me Big Red, and I'll put your name in the hat. All right, guys, welcome to another cold day at HBH Live. It's about 22 degrees, a little bit windy here this morning. Got everybody running heaters, so it'll be a little loud, but Loopy's working on buffing Big Red out. He's got most of the trim and stuff back on it. Just bringing out, most of the truck had pretty good paint on it. It just needed to be buffed and look good, so they just kind of fixed it. They didn't really repaint the whole truck, it just didn't need it. You can kind of see where he's working on buffing the front of it. He's done, and as you can tell, it looks brand new. Just needs to be washed. But it gets dusty in here pretty quick. Some of them's painting. It gets dusty in here pretty quick. Some of them's painting, some of them's buffing, some of them's, sanding something and getting it ready to paint. Went back over the grill screen and made it black. The grill's gray. The gray follows up onto the hood line. And yeah, it's coming along pretty good. I'm gonna get in there where it's quiet, just kind of go over all the stuff we've done to this truck. It kind of strikes me as funny that, I don't want any newer trucks with a DEF and stuff on them. So we build these W9s. And we've kind of built this truck. I mean, we've literally pretty much made this truck new. It's kind of crazy what all we've done. We just took a truck that had a pretty decent body, and we went to work. And we have, that's a 96 W900. Get some stuff out of the way. That's a 96 W900. I paid $20,000 for that truck a few years ago. It was running, but it needed a motor. And transmission was making a little noise. But the body on the truck was straight. It was pretty nice. Didn't need a hood, didn't need anything like that. You could actually drive it. It just wasn't gonna run much longer. I paid 20 grand for it. We brought it here. We put a brand new 550 horse 12.7, and I mean brand new. New air conditioning, alternator, ECM, turbo, the whole thing. Everything under the hood's new. New clutch, new transmission. We checked the rear ends in it, didn't find any metal, didn't find any wears, had good oil in them. We didn't have to do those. Trying to think of what all we've done. We put new seats in it. We just a long list. I mean, anything that the truck needed, and probably realistically some stuff that it didn't. Just looking to build a real nice truck out of it. And then, like you saw, we did the frame. It's getting a new fifth wheel, new exhaust. This is pretty much going to be a brand new truck by the time it's finished. It had, like I said, good paint on it, so we just went through and painted what needed to be painted and did things the way we kind of wanted it done. So what we got left is getting the fifth wheel on it, getting it all buffed out. We'll put new exhaust on it. Everything's new from the turbo to back to where it splits and come out from under between the cab and the sleeper. So we just got to get that stuff on there, new pipes. New air filters, new windshields. We put one of the driver's door glass was edged up real bad, so we put that in there. New controls and new wiring inside the cab. We did all new suspension parts. It's got new shocks, new bushings. We put some new airbags on it. It's got new brakes, new drums, slack adjusters, S-cams, that whole deal. Everything to do with any of that. Everything but the actual differential and the rear end housing on the back's brand new. We've still got to put new airbags on the sleeper. Both of those do leak a little bit, so we'll put new airbags on the sleeper. And we're getting real close. Now, we've kind of done this, and I've kind of kept up with this truck. I mean, I really wanted to make a real nice truck out of it and make something that you just put out there and forget about it for a while. Now with insurance the way it is, I'm not sure we're even going to keep it. We may wind up just selling this truck, which I don't think I'd have any problem doing. If you went and bought a new W9, I'm sure it'd be well over 200 grand. I hadn't priced one, but I'm sure they're well over 200 grand. I mean, a new Cascadia, I know, just a company truck, small horsepower, 10-speed DD15s, 180, 190. So, a W9 or a 990 might even be somewhere around 300. Some of y'all probably know. I've got $83,000 parts and labor. My cost in this truck. No DEF, no EGR, no automatic transmission, plenty of power. This truck will probably we built Black Betty, and the way we set it up, and this truck's pretty much the same with the things we did to it. Black Betty gets 9.5 miles to the gallon. I doubt very many of the new trucks are getting that, or real close to it. The aftermarket stuff for these 60 series and what you can do to them today is just phenomenal. So we've got probably way less than half what a new truck would cost for a new truck. The hard part about that, if you're trying to do one and you're not paying cash on it, it's probably hard to get anybody, a bank or anybody, to finance what it costs to buy this truck. But why would you want a new truck when you could have that? We've actually got about 4 inches of snow and ice here this morning. Nothing too major. Joe's got one side of the frame on the free KW. Pretty much ready for paint. Well, actually, primer. He'll get some primer on it. The other side, he's got about 3/4 of it stripped and ready to be smoothed out with a little Bondo, and then get it ready. When he gets that ready, he'll shoot primer on both sides, and that'll get the frame finished. And then from there, we'll move on to the cab and start working on putting stripes on it and getting that done. Subscriber numbers have been coming up a little bit. Y'all remember at 5,000, I think we're at about 1,054. It's been steadily ticking up, but at 5,000, free truck.